decoys to do stuff to him. He identifies himself as a cis boy. He wears a chastity belt.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has the ball first today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, and because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football. That is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Reed. He's taking the shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw it. He fires to the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Extending the play. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snags it! They will score! Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. To running room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on...
Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll give it to him again. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, they're after him. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Cobb. Got room on the return. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all in college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
When Jordan Hare was rocking Auburn, had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. He's going up top. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They get him down with this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense, they tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Dropping back, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move, it's Robinson. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The run game is good. The balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll move the tight end. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
That's a really nice job running the option at the QB position. He reminds me of the great Heisman winner Cam Newton, who completely changed the trajectory of the Auburn Tiger and football program. When he transferred in, came to the Plains, it was just like they were shot out of a cannon offensively after that. His athleticism changed the game. Not just in Auburn, I think maybe even in the SEC. This guy has some unique ability.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And his throw is incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same He'll give it to the back. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep the quarterback standing up straight.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Reed. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who
breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Howard.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got a man. It's Bussy.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. There's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They take the lead with the 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. And that chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this.
He's going for an O. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to sneak it. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. On the run, it's Robinson. Breaks the tackle. Smacks it with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play call.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision. Texas
A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go on the field. Man, a great feeling. Hey, offense, you got this. Go take care of it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Moss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finding open areas. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They'll run it. It's Moss. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. The give on the option. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
grab near the marker. It's Robinson. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On fourth down, going to the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going up top again. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Tigers heading quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper, and they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last third down. I think you got to go now.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie. And they turn it into a defensive score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Simmons. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's got
it. First down and more. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Tigers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody...